Hello, my fellow Americans, my fellow YouTubers, ladies and gentlemen, even little people who just stumbled on this channel. My name is Jose, and let's begin about this following indictment call that has blessed America, and why I believe that an indictment will be coming soon. Now, we've all heard about the little scandal about Trump and the Russians. Whether you want to believe it or not, there's no way around this. There's already been people who have testified in Congress and outside of Congress during court proceedings, criminal. Michael Cohen, which is one of Trump's ex-lawyers, uh, which I believe is clear, ethical, and unprivileged of him to have done such things. Now, he will be testifying soon, which is fine and dandy. I mean, who isn't going to testify over Congress when they want something done for a certain amount of reasons? Like, let's say Benjamin Netanyahu, like he wanted more money. He testified in Congress trying to swivel our economy a certain way. Who knew the Israelites have that much power? But, I mean, based on our leaders, they give them money for some reason. It must be in the benefit of us or benefit for those leaders. Anyways, now, the story calls for why an indictment isn't legal, and they cite because back when Nixon was president, it was a different way to go around this. They went through hurdles over hurdles, but it got done because of what Nixon did. Watergate, look it up. Go to Wikipedia and put Watergate, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. The thing about this indictment is because criminal law exaggerates that a sitting president has duties to do, even through his tenure. He has a certain amount of things he has to get done before he either goes to vacation, this and that. And the reason that is part of the law, that a sitting president can't be, that is because a president is taking care of its citizens, whether he violated law, international law, whether he became a war criminal through a certain amount, that's the reason why. Now, I say an indictment will come, nevertheless, through our advancing time, because, I studied paralegalism. That's part of law. Law is ever changing. That means what the law is now wasn't what the law is back in the 1990s. Am I correct? Now, if you look at the immigration that happened in the Roaring 20s, it's not the same thing as what is the immigration that's happening now. The Roaring 20s, the baby boomers and all that, what happened during Europe and all those lost lives, they were more lenient. Laws were more lenient back then. Even immigration law, where people were able to come based on merit, based on the same legalities that we have now, but with less restrictions. Now, on the other hand, criminal law has ever-changing statutes also, because we are technology-wise, we have changed. So even law is ever-changing. That means whether we indict a sitting president today is not going to be the same way we indicted one in the past. That means laws have to be changed based on case law, right? I'm losing some of you guys, but case law means whether you already have a case that was already settled, a verdict, and you go back to that case to get the benefit of your case done based on that case that was already done. That's why there's this juris predicata, Latin words that stand for law. Those of you who know what I'm talking about are already on top of this. Now, Trump, whether he is criminal president or not, it doesn't matter at this point. He will finish his tenure, but even as he finishes, there's legal clauses that he's already into. He's already into some lingo. When he becomes a private citizen, he will face those charges. If you look at the New York Times and all that, the New York venue has already trumped past criminal history and present. Now there are open cases on what he has done. Some of them are international, based on like, let's say, Mexico. He has a criminal case in Mexico, but the United States doesn't have jurisdiction to bypass into Mexican law because it's two different, unless the Federal Bureau of Investigation gets involved, then it will. But since Republicans hold that branch of government, right now there's going to be nothing. Now, a sitting president can be indicted, but he has to finish his tenure, and the criminal trespass of that small thing that he did, whether it is financial gain, financial fraud, deceiving voters, that in itself will show how urgent it is that we need to indict him. Because let's say we just voted for him and we just barely found out he's working for Al Qaeda or some shit like that. That's what we would indict right away. Now, if it's something petty like what George W. Bush did, like war criminal, lying to us to get into war, then that's something that us Americans would benefit from, because monetary value from the gas and everything that they're stealing over there, the petroleum, will benefit us. So as we benefit, that means he gains some point. It's a plus for everybody. That means it will take a long time for him to get indicted until things catch up. That's the reason George W. Bush didn't get indicted, nothing like that. Oh, there was weapons of mass destruction, whatever bullshit. I just think that we do believe that, as of right now, that I have taught you something about the law, no matter what CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, all this other fake news is telling you, trust me, law is ever changing. If people with power have money, they can make it happen. Don't believe that whatever the law is right now is going to be concrete for 1,000 years. No, the law is ever changing. If you look at the past of the United States, the laws were more lenient, like I was telling you. More people were immigrating without less vetting. Now there's vetting, because there's terrorists and all that, people that work undercover, they're working for the wrong reasons. People, now there's more of that stuff going on. So as of right now you're alerted. So if it happens, those of you Republicans that are looking at this video, don't be alerted when it does happen, because now you guys are going to see the Republicans turn on him because of this. Now, he deceived voters. There was a lot of fraudulent fraud. And if he is working with Russians in order to gain favors back, I wouldn't know whether that's high treason or just treason. High treason would involve him standing in front of a grave with missiles and everything, pistols, one on this side, one on this side, and one on the top to finish it. Military law. Now, whether they want to do that, that's their problem or not. I know this song is a little bit sad, but I like it. But I do believe that Trump is getting a little bit cocky about this, because now there's a confirmation. William Barr, they're thinking that he's going to get in the middle and do this and that, and he shouldn't get in the middle, because they already fired James Comey. He was already on that case while he was fired. That same detail of the law was already done before with Nixon. That's the reason they say he's doing obstruction of justice, and that's an impeachable offense. Just so they don't. It's like it's like a judge telling already a guy who robbed the bank, you're going to jail. But then the president comes and then tells that the president is sitting in office, a new one, and tells that judge, you're fired. While that case was ongoing, he obstructed with that justice that was going on. He was supposed to go to jail. Am I correct? Now, whether he gets away with it or not, that'll be on us, Americans, because we shouldn't be letting this go get away, because no president is above the law. He can't be a king. A king is above the law because he's king. That's what we don't have here. That's the reason we got off the UK and all that. We started our thing, our revolution, and we didn't want that. That's the reason a president can be indicted and laws ever changing. And if you have any questions, concerns, grievances, complaints, etc., put them down in the description. Put them down in the comments. Like and subscribe. Tell your girlfriends, Sanchez. Tell everybody about this video, because I'm not sure if this is good news or bad news, but justice is coming, and justice has no color. Inside jail, there's no discrimination. Everybody goes in if they break it. And if you don't believe me, go ahead and look at First 48 or Beyond Scared Straight or whatever, and they'll tell you there's no discrimination. Rich people, doctors, lawyers be going in there 24/7. They don't discriminate whether you're rich, poor. We're all humans. We're all gonna die in a box, get buried in, but nobody's special. That's what some people don't want to hear. Now, I'm sorry about not being on here for 3 days. It was just I got stuff to do, working, gym, more work. There's bills to pay, and there'll be more videos coming right now. You guys have a great day. It's 4:05 with 3 seconds on the clock. It's Thursday, January 17, 2019. And let's see how this day goes. You guys have a great day, okay? Peace.